Okay, hi everybody. It's the beginning of week 2, and I've really enjoyed reading all of your introductions and reviewing your tests with you during the orientation for this class. Now I thought it was a good time so you could see who I am. So I'm actually looking at you when I'm teaching you this course. First video that I'm going to be posting online is going to be every week. I'm going to be adding my expectations and objectives for the week so you know exactly what to expect for what you need to do for your work. Yes, I know it's a reading class, but I also know that every single one of you is brand new to the online class, and you don't know me. I live in Pennsylvania. You live in Florida. You'll never see my face except for this. And I thought this was a really cool way. Today's technology is really, really helpful in getting us connected like this. So this is the beginning of week 2. You're going to be working on unit 1 on the reading skills. When you go to Blackboard, you'll click on the main page and you'll go to reading skills, and you'll open up to unit 1. And when you click it, you're going to see a list of everything that you need to do. The biggest things that you need to do this week are make sure you focus on unit 1. I think they call it chapter 1. Let me see. Yeah, they call it chapter 1, an effective reader, and it's about the reading process. I'm going to do a second video on what the reading process is from my point of view to add to the PowerPoint that's on there and the book that you have to read. Okay? Reading process is really critically important for the rest of the course. My first question to you, and you can send me an email with your answer or you could post it online if you want. My question to you is, how many of you just sit down and read something when I tell you to read it? Or if somebody else, one of your other teachers, your boss, your family member says, here, read this. How many of you sit down and just simply read it? I would have to guess 100% of you. And my second question is, how many of you understand everything the first time through? And I would have to say not a large percentage of you. And that goes for the American students too, and it goes for me. In the reading process, what I'm going to be showing you is some really cool, quick techniques that's going to guarantee that when you read a story, you don't have to read it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times and spend 3 hours and cry every single time because you don't understand what the reading is telling you. And remember, a lot of you are going into medicine or finance or business and all of these careers and majors that are going to require that you to read 1 time or 2 times and understand it quickly and go on to do your work. If you have to read it 7 times and you translate every single word, there's going to be a problem when you get into your career field. Some of you that are already working in your majors already know this to be true. My next thing is the Effective Reader book is going to be the book that teaches you the reading skills. It's got some practices, but it doesn't have the types of practices that I always like to use. That's why you have 2 books. That's why you have the Ready to Read More book. Ready to Read More, I don't use to teach the skills. I use it because it has longer readings, and those readings are good representations of the skills that we're working on in the Effective Reader book. So you're going to have to work with both of them carefully. And what you need to do in this course is read chapter 1 first in the Effective Reader book. Get the skills going. Look at the PowerPoint on there. Do the practice exercises. I'll have videos like this one online teaching you the units as I would. If I were standing in front of you in the classroom, I'd be saying these same things. The only difference is I'm sitting on my couch in my living room in Pennsylvania. You're in Florida sitting at your desk in your homes. That's the only difference. It's critical that you do the work and you do the practice. You don't have to read every page. You don't have to do every single exercise in the book. I recommend that you do the online practices because those give you the automatic feedback. When you do the online practices, if you still have a question, please put it on the discussion board so everybody can see it. If you send it to me in an email, it's only between you and me. Then the other classmates don't get a chance to participate in the teamwork. And it's really critical. Remember, the discussion board is just like raising your hand in class and saying, I have a question. Then everybody can hear the question and everybody can hear the answer. On the discussion board, you read it and you instead of hear it. Okay, so for this week, you're going to be working on Effective Reader Chapter 1, and you're also going to be working in Ready to Read Now Chapter 1. Ready to Read Now has 3 readings about elderly people. Elderly is another word in English to mean old. On Friday, this week, you're going to have a quiz on the elderly readings, and my expectations for that is you read the stories following the reading skills that we teach you in the Effective Reader book on the reading process. Pay attention to details. The quiz that you have opens Monday morning at 8 a.m. and it closes at 12 noon on Friday. If there's a time problem with that, please let me know and I can make adjustments. This is a quick quiz. It's 15 questions. It's just to make sure that you're following the process. When you follow the reading process, it's easier to understand. And when you read it and you understand it, you're more likely to be able to look at a question on a test and remember what it's talking about, and you're able to answer the questions quickly. Second thing is there's a second quiz that's going to open up on Friday, which is going to be on Unit 1 in the Effective Reader book about the different skills, the online practices on, I forgot the name of the thing, Blackboard, there it is. Have practice exercises. There's some online things that are really, really good to give you some practices. And remember, if there's any questions that you ever have, please feel free to put the questions onto Blackboard on the discussion board so we can all listen to them, and not listen to them, but all read them together and we can all learn together. Remember, we're a group. I learn as much from you doing this as much as you learn from me. And you learn as much from each other too, because there's some of you that have maybe stronger reading skills or have been in the country longer and have stronger oral skills, so you're able to communicate with each other. There's not 23 students in this class and 1 teacher. There are 24 teachers in this class, and there's 24 students in this class. Okay, that's it for my introductory video for week number 2's expectation of what you need to do. I will be producing another video similar to this to talk about the reading process, and I will be posting them both online. I'll be doing this every week so you can go through the learning process with me teaching you and you can hear me, because I know a lot of people like to listen to the teacher instead of just reading on the screen. Okay, that's it for right now, and I will be back on with another video about Chapter 1 on the Effective Reader and the reading process.